Hey everybody, Pat here with Farland Classic Restoration. Happy Farland Friday. We are back over here at the shop, showing you around what we've been up to the last few weeks. Today is our special Farland birthday day. We have two members of our team having birthdays today. We have Tessa up front in the shop here, and then our head of sales, Bill, down in the showroom. So happy birthday to both of them. Thanks for all that they do, and we'll get you into the building. We are finishing up on this 190 SL. I'll get out of Louise's way here while he's chatting about this project. This was the extensive restoration from down in Mexico. Brought it all the way down to bare metal. We've done everything throughout this one. Right now you can see we're working on our original Solex carburetors, very rare on these early 190s. We had our specialty technician Steve come in today. He was addressing both those Solexes, and a lot of final fit and finish on this one, right? We've got lots of trim pieces, all our bumpers, everything getting hung, and making sure everything's clear and looking good. And then we do have our list of everything to be done. Noted a few little missing screws, when the transport's coming, final detailing, that kind of stuff. New system we're working on there, making sure anybody can walk up to the car and know right where we're at. So, the lovely 190 SL in this cream color. Take a quick peek in the interior. I'm not going to open the doors just because, oh, this one, it looks to be a bit unhooked here, so I can open that one. Looks like they're still hanging door cards and working on window trim. Thanks for the comment, appreciate you. Still hanging the door card through here, but you can see we were making sure windows clear, everything's looking good. And I'll do my best not to slam that door. Just making sure we're all before this one heads back home. So, the lovely 190 SL. Behind that, we do have our 1973 Ferrari Daytona. We had our excellent metal master in today. He was working on the doors. If you've been watching along, you know that we were battling a little bit with these doors, working on the door hinges, making sure, right, this is kind of a heavier door, and being it's a little longer as well, trying to get a good view of it here. So there's a lot of weight in the back end of this door, and there was a lot of pressure on these door pins. The old pins, oh, it looks like we've got our caps in here to protect them now, but we did end up making brand new pins to make sure that the door's hanging square, and then you can see we're getting door cards put in today. So our excellent metal master was working through very carefully, hanging this chrome in behind the door handle, making sure everything's opening, clearing, looking good. 1973 Ferrari Daytona. Nearly finished up with that one. You can see we've still got door cards to get hung there, a little cleanup to do. And of course, we have the images of the car when it first came in and some stuff to compare it to. You can see that was over in the metal side of the shop. So, car came in red, black interior. It's leaving with blue and a tan. So, how cool is that? Looking fantastic through there. Last little bit, that always ends up taking a lot of our time. All that fit and finish is, you know, what everybody's looking at the end of the day. So, aside from that, we do have quite the bunch of Benzes. And our friend Josh is here working on the BMW 3.0 CS. We also have this Mercedes-Benz SL in the lovely lapis blue. Just went through in a pretty extensive detail. Kind of hard to capture in person. It looks a little tealy blue here, but really this car is closer to like a purpley blue. Let's see if this is a little better image of it on the 380. One of my favorites is the chrome wheels and the gold caps. Kind of a unique look on these older Benzes, and that cool pinstripe going all the way up and along. Take a peek inside and we'll be on to the next one. Very clean interior. This one does read just over 11,000 miles. Close that one up. Nice solid German door close there. I'm going to do a quick spin around the BMW 3.0 CS. This one came in from another shop here in town. Had sat there for a few years. they did a engine replacement, but once it came in, you can see it came in plenty of boxes of parts, stuff on the tables over there. So we have been going through, documenting everything that came with the car, what's missing, where everything's, how all the wiring's looking, all that kind of stuff. Our awesome technician Josh has been tearing away on this one. So you can see we had to basically fight through the whole dashboard. He's just working through wiring now and starting to document lights and fittings, that sort of stuff. He did have these headlights on just a few minutes ago, and he did get it to turn over yesterday. So we're making progress here on the big 3.0 CS. The big fight for him right now is currently the two carburetors. Josh has worked pretty extensively with this era BMW engine, but typically dealt with more of the fuel injected stuff. So reading through a lot of the manuals, making sure everything's squared away, but carbs will be getting lined up soon. Other than that, we have the 356 Convertible D. Not getting too much work done today. Our Metal Master and the guys usually working on this car are working on some other stuff today. Josh is working on the BMW, and Metal Master John is working with the Daytona. So as we finish up the Daytona, we'll be moving into the full press on the 356A. I'm sorry, I read 356A. It is the Convertible D from 1958. So other than that, we do have a 427 Corvette. Don't know the originality on this one, but I really love those side pipes. Very cool look. Take a glimpse. I apologize for the air blowing through here. You see our little note there on the window. I believe this one has had some oil drained out of it, so it's a do not drive right now. Pop this open, take a peek. It does have that cool 427 carb cap. I don't know my Corvettes quite as well, so can't quite verify originality as much as I can on the other stuff. But always learning. That's what it's all about here at Farland. Over here, we have the 1968 Porsche 912 soft window Targa, going through the full extensive restoration right now. Recently came out of paint. Our awesome detailer, Delaire, went through and did a wet sand and polish on the entire car. Got our undercoating. Again, everything's taped and wired up, taped away and labeled, I mean. All through here. And we did also get this top Targa bar. You can see that the paint runs up to here. And it's a clear top as that Targa bar will sit over the top of it. Very cool 68 soft window Targa here. Very low production from what I've heard, around 30 or 40 cars actually left as 912 soft window Targas in 68. So you see we've also done our best to keep this card up front nice and clean, making sure everybody can know exactly what Porsche they're looking at. We're going from 68, we'll jump back to 66. Way different here. You can see we've got the Charger hanging out. That is our 1966 Porsche 912 electric. So we will actually be taking this one out to La Vita Volta tomorrow, which is an event out at Red Rocks Amphitheater. They are having a electric car day. They're actually having a conference today on the state of charge. So documenting all sorts of electric car swaps, as well as getting some of the more prominent electric manufacturers out there so we can all check out what is going on in the world of electric. Josh is giving that one the slow charge, and I will be taking it up to the show tomorrow. So if you're up there, give us a shout out. I'll be there. Say hello. Other than that, we're going to spin over to the metal side of the shop. Hopefully a little This one was one we did some paint work on a few years back. I'm not gonna get too close because I'm gonna lose internet connection here, but that is a BMW 2002 in lovely Colorado orange. So from there, we will head over into the metal side of the shop. Check out what's going on in here. Parking lot. All right, here we are, back into the Benz business. Here's another 280 SL. This one came in a two-tone, gray and silver, kind of the Mercedes silver, and then a darker gray on top. We had one of our new technicians go through and do all of the sanding. You can see we're still working through sanding, getting everything flat and ready to roll on this one. Nice and quiet over here. As soon as I said it. So, here's our other electric 912 from 66. And then we do have Jack's 280 SL. We're doing some work on. This one was in a rare color combo. You can see we're still doing the disassembly process, but being that it is our shop owner's car, it does typically end up on the back burner. You know, gotta get those customer cars done first before we can get into our fun. Sorry, I'm jostling around the camera here, but very cool color on the 280, and then it has a kind of a parchment color interior. Let's see if there's anything nearby that I could point you to, but this is the 4-speed manual. Then we'll be doing lots of cleanup through here, still got all sorts of stuff to do. But 280 SL, that one is the shop owners. This one was the engine bay restoration we did on the 560 SL. Jack just recently went through this whole car and did the dry ice blasting service. You can see he got well into everything. He said a lot of the old undercoat really wanted to hang on. You can see that kind of stuff right in here, but that cool original Mercedes paint. Things cleaned up really, really well. You know, you may not see it on all the cars, but we do put that Farland finish on every little bit. Lovely clean front end. We'll duck down for a moment here, check everything out. But originality, keeping it clean, documenting it all, that's what we're all about. Here we have the 55 Corvette. That one is actually patiently waiting, getting ready to leave here in the next few days. We just finished up some convertible top stuff on that one. There was some beading here. I don't want to get too crazy, but you can see on this green top there's a bead that runs all the way along. We had originally fitted a black bead that went all the way along there, but it actually didn't match and wasn't original, so we went back and found the green original material and recovered those. There's two on there, one in the rear here and then another one on the front end. So, other than that, some stuff on racks. We've got a Mustang recently coming in. I can never remember this car. I want to say it's a 1970. I can't remember. Here's our 280 SL. So many cars moving around. So, one other cool one, we have our painter working on some of his personal projects here. This is some bike work he's been doing for one of his clients. Kind of cool, doing some gold leaf brushing, that kind of stuff. You can see some lacing and then plenty of striping and getting everything good and green. So, another 190 SL. This is, we're still doing some convertible top work on this one, and then we'll be reinstalling that windshield. Hanging out right here. Got the 58 Cadillac Eldorado Barrett convertible. This one I believe we're also doing some interior work on. Clearing everything out. The 1966 Porsche, trying to remember off the top of my head. So many darn Porsches. But again, this one is a full extensive restoration, polo red here. Here's my card, my secret card. It is a 911 from 66. Try and spin around, show you the whole car here. Recently put in the headliner, as well as that jute sound deadening, and then documenting a few places where the car is going to need some addressing. That's actually a yellow paint. Not quite a chip, but maybe a scratch or a buff in it. So, lots of little spots for us to document and get addressed, but very cool car here. 66911. Here is the top to the Mercedes we were working on. Over in the back there, our Sunbeam Tiger recently came out of paint and made its way over into this side. Kind of a cool wheel on these Sunbeams. Look at that. Spin off and a 4-bolt. Neat. Other than that, we have the FJ40. This one is being given away by our friends over at Orvis. Definitely go check that out online. You can find their sweepstakes. I believe it says it right here, the Great Orvis Cross Country Roadshow. So, doing a bit more dressing on that one. We fitted that roof rack, did a little bit of paint work, as well as working on the interior there. So, little Master John's peeking around at us here. We gotta hide from him. Oh, now he's gone. He's gone. So, John's always having fun. That's what we like to see. Somebody bringing the fun. So, that may do it for us here today at the shop. Lovely 58. Still got to do some cleanup on that one. You can see it's been over in the metal side of the shop for a little while. So, we're going to have to go through and do some detailing on that. And of course, taping up our fins. We don't want anybody bouncing off of those. So, nice and sharp. I see your point. So, that is going to do it for us today here at the shop. Kind of quiet now. We've got everybody out at lunch. So, we'll spin around and do a quick fly through of the shop. But then that'll be it for today. Back out front. One more time around, and that'll do it for us. 190 SL. Ferrari Daytona. Mercedes-Benz SL. 3.0 CS. The Corvette 4.7. The 68 soft window Targa. The 66 911 electric. And the 560 SEC. That is going to do it for us today here at Farland. I've been Pat. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Farland Friday. Again, if you're out at the electric car show this weekend out at Red Rocks, come say hello, check out the car. We'd love to see you. That's going to do it for us today. Thanks for stopping by.